It was tricky because Riley is our first child, so we didn't really know what signs to look out for. We didn't find out till he was 4 months, and that was just through friends and a family member saying that he wasn't hitting his milestones at 4 months. So we decided to take him into to see the doctor, and that's when he said that he had cerebral palsy, and then we were referred to a paediatrician who said the same thing, and then he referred us to neurology, and it's just been a continuation from then just to find a diagnosis. So we still don't have a specific diagnosis, but he's cerebral palsy quadriplegia dystonia, and we're doing lots of therapy, and we do conductive education twice a week, and hydrotherapy just to help with his movements and things like that. A diagnosis now, I don't know if it would be too much of a big deal. In the beginning, I felt that it would make a huge difference in terms of, I guess, getting closure and being able to put that behind us and moving forward. But because it has taken so long now and all of his test results have just come back normal or no real abnormalities, and it's taken so long that it's not so much a big deal to us anymore. We've sort of gone ahead with his therapies, and we're just enjoying the little boy that he is and appreciating just having him. And yeah, he's so full of life and he's just such a joy to be with. One of the reasons why we're hoping that we can get a diagnosis, because it may make a difference to the way that we treat his seizures, because he also has epilepsy. And the way we go about his therapies as well. Yeah, aids for school is definitely where we would need a diagnosis. Now my focus is just therapy, physio, lots of physio and movement type of therapy, and the major focus is just his epilepsy that he developed at 9 months, and just controlling that, because it makes such a huge impact on his life. It does affect his development and also how alert he is throughout the day, and just being able to do activities and play. It's so important for him, but when he did have his quite strong seizures, he just would sleep all day, and so yeah, that's one of our priorities at the moment. I think that's one of the difficult things, is that therapists and doctors can't really give us a definite long-term sort of idea of what Riley will be like, and that's what has been one of the difficult things to sort of get our heads around. So we're basically just working with him and medications week by week, month by month, and just seeing how he adjusts and how he reacts to the medications. Yeah, it's so difficult to see long term there. So I think with Riley, and since getting his diagnosis, we try not to think too much about the long term. We just think about now and work on, what he can do now, and just, enhancing that. We just work on his therapies, and we see his neurologist every couple of weeks. He's currently on a trial of seizure treatment that's working really well for him, and we're seeing great results. So we're really ramping up the physio and the therapies and the play while he's doing so well. So it's just week by week, and just seeing his neurologists and physios and things like that. He loves the interaction with the kids. He loves all the different activities that he does here. In the beginning it was quite difficult, because I think it was too sensory for him, like it was too noisy, and he was so young, so we did have to pull him out of CE when he was 9 months, and then we've just brought him back a couple of months ago, and he's just loving it. And we've been coming for 2 months, so it's routine, and he knows what's coming, and he loves coming here to spend time with the kids, and he really looks forward to CE. So, and I just love seeing him at CE. He just enjoys it so much. My advice would be to, I guess, accept any help that is offered to you by friends and family. Surround yourself with families in a similar situation as you, because you can get a lot of support through them, and just being around those sorts of people, parents like that, going through the same thing you are, can just make such a huge difference in what you're going through in that time. And also just enjoy your son or your daughter for who he is, because aside from whatever diagnosis you have, they are their own little person, and yeah, they're beautiful in their own way.